Shingreto Trump, Rirabling Shi, Sangye Shingdu Mikte Uwargi, Jokun Namdak Shinla Juparsho, Yam Guru Rana Mandalakam Niryatayami,
Sangye
Chidang Tsogi Jognam La, Jangju Bardu Dagni Gyapsuchi, Dagi Chenyen Gibe Sunamgi, Jola Penchir Sangye Jubarsho,
Sangye
Chidang Tsogi Jognam La, Jangju Bardu Dagni Gyapsuchi, Dagi Chunyen Gibe Sunamgi, Jola Benjir Sangye Jubarsho,
Sangye
Chedang Zogi Jonam La, Jangju Bardu Dani Gyapsuji, Dagi Chunyen Gibe Sunamgi, Jola Benjir Sangye Jubarsho.
Schmogri dong, schmog.
Oh boysies. Gonna strap on that thinking cap.
Why is it easier? Because you heard
I think it's gotta be the C.
Doc Chuck's in the Bricktown.
Bok chops are the big ten.
Doc Chuck's.
But yeah, I mean basically, but
Easier than what? Last time?
Because the seeds ripen.
You learned in the past
Because we're a
lives.
good teacher and mix nuts.
I know cashews helped me learn too.
You've been a mixed nut in your past life.
And basically, this, yeah, the deep seeds which create the habituations make it easier in your this life to learn because your last life. Blah, 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 blah. And then he said, although that you forgot that happened, it's still why. Okay. What are the qualities a substance should have to be properly imbued with a scent?
Solid.
Firm. Is
Firm, yeah. Uh-huh. And
Neutral.
And neutral, yeah. Good, very good. Not that I
I
remember.
remember those two also.
That's true. The quality of the
It should be changing.
Yeah.
Give two examples.
That's why they can be planted. That's why planting can happen. The goshi.
Yeah, but if it is unchanging, it can.
Yeah, but that's not the scent metaphor. That's the next part, which we're about to get to. Give two examples of substances that cannot be imbued. The metaphor is used.
Unchanging with
No, he gave actual substances.
yeah, that's right. It
Not
was
quality.
sandalwood and
Party?
Those were examples of strong scents
Yeah.
that relieve a negative flavor. Wind.
Wind.
Empty space.
the wind at empty space.
Sound.
Yes,
Ah,
sound.
sound.
Yeah. They were too light. They weren't firm enough, right?
Yeah.
And two which can.
Wood.
Wood. Shing.
Oh.
Garlic.
And no.
Garlic was
Garlic
the.
and sandalwood.
No, that was the.
It was
the smell. That wasn't the.
Yeah,
Ten.
it was.
Stuck on the wall.
I just remember picturing wiping a flower on it. Wood
Is it turned on?
cloth or something.
Close. I mean, getting there. It was stone.
Stone.
Yeah. So things that are firm. That's the idea. And then we have the. Firm and everything. Was that 3? Wait. Sorry.
There we go.
I messed it up with my thingies. Okay. What must the goshi be like to perform its function? Basically, two qualities.
Changing.
Changing.
Linked by same person at the same time.
That's the next part. I didn't have a question for that one. But it's true.
Neutral.
Created by causes and conditions.
Huh. Interesting. Those are usually pretty synonymous.
Right.
But cool.
Alright. Okay, and then 3 Tibetan words.
Ooh.
And down,
Firm
Sounding
and
weird.
not firm and
Equal.
Yeah, neutral in this
Wait.
case.
Wait, is that what I wanted? No, wait, that's wrong. That was just the answers in Tibetan too. Okay, what's Name Me Toki 3?
The scent of a flower.
Which
What
one?
was it?
Yay,
Jasmine.
Jasmine. Forget I got it.
Gokya.
Gokya.
Pale something.
Yeah, pale what? Of the 2 types.
But,
Cessation, right?
oh yeah. Wait a minute. That was a
joking.
trick.
Different though.
Listen to this guy.
That's an owl, not a
Yeah, everybody
side
knows.
letter. Everyone knows that.
Everybody knows that
Almost
one.
come down.
Garlic, yes.
Oh, nice. Pale garlic.
Yeah, as opposed to the dark link. Yes, the dark garlic.
Garlic.
White.
Yeah, that's like the
Yeah.
first internet.
Okay, and
Jataka? No.
Zero.
basically.
Yeah.
But maybe for someone someone else. What's Serab?
Yeah. I'd tell you about it's for someone else.
By the way, it's not R-A-B,
Yeah.
which means supreme, like
Not the
real.
Rab.
I think I got it. But I'll
Anyone?
not sure.
Sorry.
Nick was pretty much there.
I just said it in the wrong language.
No. It's just lineage of what? What's say? Sering.
Oh, yeah.
Low life.
Light.
That's yeah, but
Take
sering
it.
is
Yeah.
your stream of lives. Yeah.
Sorry. I like to translate it as string of lives.
String of lives. It's good.
String of lifetimes. Yeah. Seven.
String.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks. Nice work.
Good
Thanks
times.
for-
Mm-hmm. Oh, nice backdrop.
Like Silverton.
Came with the computer.
It really does, huh?
Sorry. Oh, I'm supposed to come back.
You need some water, Kisha?
No, I just went down the wrong way. All right then. So we had those 5 characteristics of the.
The written,
Thing, which is-
actually.
Yeah, the Goshi, which is the definition of the return.
Yeah. Which was really confusing.
Because he went
Yeah, he went back to, and it, I had a problem with it.
He jumped.
It confused me why he went back. But I think you can justify it when you teach it to people.
But he's following Tsongkhapa, right?
That, but you could also say he's describing the written in terms of the breath, so it's legal. So it's legal. Okay.
Wildly.
So first quality, it has to be bretemba.
Firm,
It has to be something that you can stick something on. It has to be lungmaten.
neutral.
Good. It has to be impressible. Okay.
Taboo.
Yeah, it has to be something that can be impressed on, which eliminates takpa. It eliminates unchanging things. It has to be connected to a kunshi in one person's being. I can't collect seeds that stay in your refrigerator. Okay. And I don't think we got to the 5th one. I had a mark here. So we can start the 5th one, and then we go to the hell realms as far as explaining. Okay. You got the plane.
Rangle Shenpa Kang Lang Bakchak Te Gurmirung We Na Tachik to Rangni Kona Bakchaki Ten
Ten.
Du Cure Pe Que Parte Koshi Kapar Ngang Tang Kepar
Kick.
Nga Tang Tempo.
Okay, the 5th of the qualities of the Kunchi as a seed planting place. Okay? Rangne Shemba Kalam Bashak de Gormirung. It would be improper to say that a vasana could be smeared onto anything other than it. It's the only smearing place.
Yeah.
Okay? So that's the fifth quality that Tsongkhapa says about the Alaya Vijnana.
Tachi.
You can't smear seeds anywhere else. Okay? Tachikta means exclusively. Okay? You can only smear seeds there, nowhere else in the universe. Only in the Alaya Vijnana. Rangi Kona, it itself, that Kunchi itself, is the Bhakchakiten. It's the provides the
Basis.
foundation of where you put your seeds. Ki Kepate, this is the fifth quality, Kepa, okay? Thus, we have 5 qualities, yeah, of the smearable place, the smear place. Okay? Then we finished the 5 qualities of the Goshi. Kunchi as the place where the seeds are smeared, or where the impressions are pressed. You can say it that way also. All right, next verse. Please read.
Chitang. Tang.
Sorry.
Mitselwa. Nitang. Kunsop. Nitang ni. Tampe. Tun. Te dak. Kun. Sabin nampa trup. To. Ndu.
Yeah, good. We're reaching the second part of the presentation of the Breton, the seeds. And he didn't mention what it is, but I've supplied it for you. It's the yewas. It's the types of seeds. How many types of seeds are there? What was the first part?
Noah, the essence.
Yeah, what's their nature?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So we finished the nature of the seeds, and now we're talking about the different kinds of seeds there are in the universe, okay? Excuse me. That's how I wake up the people outside. Well, my darling? Okay. Now, these are nasty, okay? And you kind of, when you get here, you feel like the commentator's unsure of himself. And he admits it. And he says, in my experience, in my learning, there's been 2 or 3 ways of interpreting this verse. And he gives you the different options, okay?
Oh, that's good.
And it's nice to see that even he was lost a little bit. I mean, he had a hard time with Tsongkhapa. The text is hard. And there's no other clear commentary. This is the best. So, one thing I can tell you is read across this she. Yeah, Misal Wanyi, okay?
Yeah.
That's another problem with Tsongkhapa. He expects you to know that you're supposed to ignore the end of the line. So, yeah, what's it mean, Misal Wanyi? Yeah, the 2 kinds of unclear, okay? So that's 3 and 4. So even to get these numbers, I had to work for an hour.
Wow.
Okay, so outer seeds, inner seeds, the 2 kinds of unclear seeds, and then deceptive seeds
Itself.
and ultimate seeds, okay? And these are the 6 divisions of seeds,
Oh, Lordy.
okay? So obviously the third one is where it got nasty. What's it mean, the 2 unclear seeds? You know?
Unclear.
And why did you say 2? Why didn't you just give us 2 different kinds? Okay. So here we go. This took, this took a long time.
Should have
Yeah.
complaining yesterday.
Every day you have to tell me how wonderful it is that I suffer. Okay. Go.
Cheer sabun lane tang
Hey.
utpala.
The texts are married.
That's all. Sawatabu chi sabun tang.
I can't do that.
Exactly. Tang.
Well, from my notes, you can pretty much figure this one out. The first thing to say is that ne, which is 99% of the time means from.
Now means
On a very rare occasions, it can mean barley,
Especially
which is mean.
following the legend particle.
Okay, you cool enough? You need to cool it down a bit? Sure?
It's really hot. Yeah, it just happened.
Oh, okay. And then utpala, okay, like a blue lotus?
Dang.
A blue lotus.
mountain.
So he's talking about outer seeds, but he talks about them in two different senses, right? One is as a little round thing that you plant to make barley grow, but the second is you take a root of an utpala. You want to grow an utpala, you don't take a seed. You cut off the root and you graft it or something. So he's saying, what he's trying to say is there's two kinds of outer seeds. There's grafts.
Cracked, yeah.
We take a piece of the old
Rhizome, so you just cut it and plant it, it grows.
rhizome replant cuts.
Yes.
Two,
That's what we use.
Waiter test.
no, rhizome. Didn't she sing?
I know.
Okay, so utpala.
Ocean's 9 movie.
These are chi saban.
Outer seeds.
Yeah, these are outside
Outer
seeds.
seeds.
Okay, outer seeds like those that are roots that plants grow from, and seeds, right? Okay, like. Yeah, okay. You're gonna understand that, right? Outer seeds like
Sure.
like plant seeds, and the roots we better do it that rhizome.
Wow. So we're talking about just like the very general concept of seeds.
Yeah, good. Now he made a good point.
Very botanical sense here.
He's not dividing the seeds that are to pretend. He's dividing all seeds in the universe.
Yeah.
Okay, and that was confusing. It took a while to like.
Yeah.
But where are those outer seeds?
In
Part of your
also in
kunshi.
When you're looking at an utpala, you're looking at your kunshi. So maybe it's not a division of. Okay. You can go either way. By the way, he's gonna flirt with that too. Okay. Go ahead.
Inner seed.
Kunshi. Tengi bakcha.
Bang. Yeah.
Tabu. Nanki.
Tabu.
Sabentang.
Okay.
Yeah, the inner seeds are the ones that chillax in the kunshi.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now you kind of. Well, I don't know. He's gonna say even when he talks about outer seeds, somewhere someone's gonna say, which are part of your kunshi. You see what I mean? Mm-hmm. But which you think are not.
Sure.
Nawatadu madup. We had it yesterday in your text. They appear to be outside utpala roots, but they're not. They're actually part of your mind. Okay. Although they're not mind. They're physical, according to Chunin Lama. Okay, third kind of seed.
Kune ngomotang namchangi mitsalvatang.
Good.
Those are
Let's go to the
motivating
next one too.
reflections.
Let's go to the next one.
Gewamige ni ki misel waam.
Yeah, those which are unclear with regard to being in the messed up side of the universe and the pure side of the universe, or those which are unclear as regards to being virtuous or non-virtuous, making a total of two unclears.
Pure side or the messed up side. Virtuous. Okay.
Namja?
Figure out what's not.
Yeah, I mean, probably 3 years from now, you're going to figure out why that's important to teach it that way.
And these may be, I mean, not mutually exclusive. Like, can your 2s be 3s or 4s?
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. I'm guessing they're not mutually exclusive. But that's a good point. Okay. Go. And read all three lines.
Okay. Yangshitsu chikla kunjang ngam gemi gerje na 대 강 두왕 밑셀와 룽마텐 기 사ben탕 신앙기 사ben니삼. Should I keep going?
No, I'm just chewing on this. Yeah, I think I got these numbers wrong.
What is it for?
I'm gonna read it this way, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Anyway, Yang Shetso Chikla means some people explain it differently. The two unclears. Some people explain them differently. Okay, and I don't know.
Should that say?
Yeah, I think it. Well, yikes. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, good luck. If you examine Chinna, whether they are on the pure side of things, Kune Nyomon Be Chok, shortened to Kun, and Namba Changwe Chok, shortened to Chang. Okay, whether they're on the messed up side of life or on the good side of life, basically. Okay. Or you check them to see if they are virtuous or non-virtuous, and your conclusion is that they are not clearly either Kangduang Misawa, which would constitute Lungmaten.
Neutral.
So he's putting neutral between the messed up side of life and the good side of life, and he's putting it between where it normally stays, between virtue and non-virtue, and he's saying that's the first Misao.
Oh, first
Okay.
and the next one is Chinang.
Or it could be that these are still the two Misels. Okay, which is the way I did it the first time. Let's do it again. 3, 4, okay. And then these two become 1 and 2. Okay, but that's not much different from the first one. So you gotta sit with it for a while. Okay. Let's decide when we edit it. Okay. And then outer and inner seeds. Ni. Okay.
Those two.
So maybe that's what the 2 refers to.
Or you could say.
Yeah. So maybe this ni. Are you ready? Maybe this 2 refers to Chinang and Misawa. And it's not Misawa Ni.
Oh.
Okay.
Chinang, Misel.
Yeah.
And then
That's
still
those 2.
Misel was being divided into a separate 2.
Yeah, you'd have to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Let me write that down before I forget it.
Please.
Chinang, first of the 2, consisting of 1 and 2. Okay. And then
Did he specify 6 somewhere?
second of the 2. Okay. Yay. Okay. Okay, I think that's okay. I feel comfortable with that for the time being.
Go with it.
Okay, now read this. If you want to really get lost.
Sure. Yangna, Kunyun Gyunjre Tang, Nam Chang Gyunjre Niki Sabentang.
Yeah, or Yangna means third interpretation.
Yeah.
You can also say
Or some other guys say
it's a cause and effect on the messed up side of life, and it's cause and effect on the pure side of life. And those are the 2.
That sounds nice.
Either way you do it, any way you do it, you got to get 4 there. Okay? All right? Good luck. Because then we just have 2 more and we're done with 6. Okay? So, boy, that was... I want to say a bad word, but I'm not going to.
Which one would it have been?
It rhymes with itch. Okay.
It was a ditch.
And it's not rich. Okay. Okay, go. This is not so hard. This one's okay.
돈두 낭셰베 째점 인양 타네베 시베.
Nice. He's the first person who tried to geekwise his ES.
No, it's all over.
Oh, Sugang's all over. Okay.
So
Don't be so obvious, okay? She.
시
Yeah.
시베 무치 일투 낭와 산네 베 사븐남 혼소 베 사븐 때지 사븐니 당니.
Okay, this is really hard. First, let's go here, okay? Saban, Tanyepe Saban. Which
Nominally
means,
known as seeds.
you could say conventional or something like that, okay? Nominal seeds. Then this nam is in a positivizer, which means I'm just using that to explain Tsongkhapa's root text word kunzom. And he starts to break into this style now. And he's going to do it more often now. And he uses appositives. So he'll say red, meaning crimson. Or crimson, meaning red. You see, and so he's going to break in. If the root text says crimson, he's going to start saying, you know, the thing which is red, comma, crimson, and he's going to try to help you by giving you appositives, red, comma, crimson, comma, okay? So he wants to equate Tanyepe Saban, conventional seed,
With kunzo.
with, deceptive seed. And the deceptive, in Majjhimika language, just means the normal world. And then Dundam is like emptiness at the third path. It's very rare, very strange, very up there, okay? So then he Dundu Nang Shepe Zetsam Yin Yang Tanyepe Shepe Ngor Dundu. Now, this is,
Should we start with more? George?
no, I just want to help you. I'm going to add something here for you. Later you'll, i.e. Nanki. Okay, so Dundu here means inactuality. Okay, I'm just going to help you out.
Please.
Dundu means actually. It doesn't mean towards the goal. It doesn't even mean chiden. It just means actually, Dundu. Nang,
the inner,
Shepa.
The inner awareness of it.
substantial.
Zhe Tsam Yin Yang. It is nothing more than something which is made of the inner mind itself. Okay? And he is talking about Chiyu.
Outer object.
Churoki Dun. Okay? So he's talking about Churoki Duns. Dundu, in actuality, they are nung.
They're inner.
Yeah, they're inside your mind.
Outer's inner.
Shepedze, Tsam. Nothing more than the substance of the mind. Okay? Nothing more than the substance of it. But, to the Ngo, and we had, who had
The
Ngos?
face. The face of it.
Yeah,
As it
to
appears.
the Tanyepe Shepa,
As it conventionally appears to them.
to conventional state of mind, okay? To a conventional state of mind, they nangwa as chi yu.
They appear as outer objects.
Good, yeah. Even though in actuality, they are inner, yeah, they are stuff. They're made of the inner mind, okay? But they appear as outer objects, okay? Nangwa tanyepe saban na, which I'm going to call conventional seeds or deceptive seeds. Chi is saban yi, outer seeds. Okay, now he's looking again at outer seeds.
He's equating them with Kunzo, which were two different divisions in his six.
Now this is where he says, when you look at a watermelon seed, what you're really looking at is,
The kunshi.
yeah, so let's call them seeds which fake you out. Seeds which trick you.
Kunzo.
Okay, kunzo seeds. Okay, they trick you.
But that is kind of
Watermelon seeds trick you because they look like they're outside, but they're actually inside your mind. Okay, they're made of ze, the stuff of your mind.
But
Yeah.
wouldn't that be like mind only kunzo? Because it's
Yeah, we'll get there.
alright.
How many of the, because we're going to hit, pretty soon we're going to hit the 3 characteristics of the mind only school.
Oh really?
Yeah, and then we'll discuss which ones are Dendan Demba and which are Kunzo Demba. We're getting there. We're coming. It's coming, but it's interesting that it hasn't come up yet. Yeah. Okay. All right. So outer seeds are fake out, trick you seeds. Seeds which trick you. Okay. Then, oh, here it is.
Funny you should mention.
Whoa, there it is.
Who's Adam? You're gonna watch
It
that.
must be deceptive.
Shenwang yung drup ni denpar drupa nang shepa denpar drupa la rakle pe na nangi saban la tam pe tun hi.
I just understood
Keep
something.
me on my toes. He saben he ming tak te.
Yeah, I just thought he was pulling a pun on us, but okay. Now, to appreciate this, you have to understand the 3 qualities of the mind only school. So we are, just by accident, he's mentioned a very important teaching of the mind only school, which is the main one that Jetsun Kappa treats in Yuan's commentary. So, in the Chang'e, in the interpretation. So say Shenwang, Yongdrup, Kuntang. I would rather put it Shenwang, Kuntang, Yongdrup. Say Shenwang, Kuntang, Yongdrup. So according to mind only school, all things can be divided. This is what we call the Yuan's equation. Yeah, we taught it in Shenzhen as an equation.
Right, because Yungdrup means like the completion of the.
In a way, yeah.
Totality.
Yeah, so somebody want to explain Shenwang from course 15 ACI?
Shenwang.
Wait, someone. He explain.
Shen here means other in the sense of its power, its Wang, comes from, is dependent upon other causes.
Anybody have a differing viewpoint?
Does anybody have any viewpoint?
Geshe-la translated as dominated.
Good.
Yeah.
I came up with a new translation for this. Shenwang. Dominated things. The Wang means dominated by
Other causes.
Shen, by other things, which means that results are dominated by their causes. If the cause says you're going to be blue, then they have to be blue. They don't have any power of their own. They are dominated by other things. They're at the mercy of other things. You can say at the mercy of. So the mind-only school explains the universe in terms of 3 categories. Number 1, things which are at the mercy of their causes. So it means result things, which are always cause things also.
Right.
Causing things also. Okay? So that's clear. That's most 99% of stuff in the universe is Shenwang. It's caused and it's causing. Okay.
They're being infinite
Okay.
quintiles.
Second one, Kunta. What's that mean?
That
The applied label.
Mental
those
image.
things which you apply a name to.
Yeah, they're more like
The
The
name,
name itself.
nominal things, but with the implication that they're not totally real. They're somehow conceptual.
Kashi.
You can almost say conceptual. Okay, they are conceptual. What lives there?
What lives there?
Oh, all the names.
Dogma.
Yeah, unchanging things.
Yeah.
There's one other kind of nominal thing. So space is there, emptiness is there.
Non-existent.
Yeah, things you make up, like the self nature to Nick. And Nick is Nick. Okay, this self The Gakcha is in there. The Kuntak. Okay. So Kuntak has two divisions. Kuntaks which do exist and kuntaks which don't exist. But they are both just things we make up with words. They are both, their existence is not dominated by their causes. They're just kind of, we make them up with words. Kuntak.
So
Okay.
they're unchanging. Always.
Yeah, and it's, you gotta look into the spelling of the tak and kuntak. Okay.
Right. To apply.
There'll be a big debate about it. Okay.
TAGS.
And different authors different good authors give different spellings. Okay.
Wow.
Anyway, so kuntak, I would say just made up with concepts. Okay, gakchas that don't exist, kuntaks, and kuntaks which do exist, like space or emptiness. Okay, got it.
Fantasy things? You mentioned.
Did I said fantasy things? That's not bad. I'm trying to. We were teaching business people. I was trying to get a word for business people.
I like
So we called it dominated things, and imaginary is not bad. You can have imaginary existing things, and you can have imaginary non-existing things.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Now, if you take
Minus.
all the existing things and you subtract the wrong kuntaks,
You end up
self-existence, you end up with
young
The
Drew.
existing.
Yongdrup, which means kind of like
If you take,
totality.
if you
that
take
was
what
the
minus
exact
what?
15
Yeah, what was it you said?
What was that equation?
Existing things minus kuntaks that don't exist equals Yongdrups.
Existing kuntaks or existing?
Yeah, you can say kuntaks and shenwangs. Existing shenwangs and kuntaks minus non-existing kuntaks equals Yongdrups.
Equals what? So it's all, that equals all existing kuntaks. No,
I'm sorry?
all existing kuntaks.
Well, plus all shenwangs.
Kuntaks which do exist and all shenwangs minus the kuntaks which don't exist, meaning self-nature,
You don't have.
equals Yongdrup, which is emptiness. The nature of all things. The nature which extends to all things.
So emptiness
Young
is
Sudu.
not a kuntak.
No. It's the result of this
Yeah, young
process.
group is
It's the quality which extends to all things. Yongsudupa.
So cessations are not kuntak.
Wow.
Why not?
When cessation means emptiness, it's Yongdrup. There's 5 cessations. We're going to study that in Stanley's text. I cracked it this morning, and then I didn't get to do it. Okay, Buddha taught 5 cessations. Yeah, so that's another debate. Yeah. Okay. Got it?
Sort of.
Demba Duba. Now, which of those 3 is real according to the mind-only school?
Both of them.
and young group.
Shenwangs and Yongdrups. Okay, kuntaks are not real.
Oh, which of those?
Okay, imaginary things. Okay, so he says they are Demba Dupa. These 2, Ni, they are real.
Yeah.
They're real.
Truly.
And then imaginary things, they're not real. Okay. And because they depend on Raklepena, okay, a Demba Dupa Shepa, mind, awareness, which is real, which is which category?
Shenwang.
Shenwang, because it depends on its causes. It's at the mercy of its causes, okay? Because it depends on inner awareness, which is real, okay? We call them Nungisabans,
Inner seed.
inner seeds, because the last ones were outer seeds,
Right.
okay? Because they looked like outer, not because they are.
Right.
Okay, got it?
Grains and
Alright.
lotus fruit.
So this next category is inner seeds, and we call them ultimate.
Okay.
Okay, we call them ultimate seeds only because they're not outer things that don't look like they're inner.
So they're not deceiving us in that way.
Yeah, which means they are what they seem. Ultimate,
In that sense.
because they're already inner. Okay, got it?
Yeah.
And I thought it was kind of a joke that he called them.
Mingta. He's playing on kuntak.
Yeah,
Name.
we give them the name seed. Okay, I think he's like joking. All those that we name ultimate, all those that we kuntak as Yongdrup. Okay, I mean it was kind of. I think he's playing with us. I'll say it again. What he's saying here is, all the ultimate seeds, which means they are not made up in the mind, means they are not creations of our fantasies or names. He says, and then he says, we call them with the name ultimate. You see, so he's joking. I think he's playing with us. Got it? Because normally ultimate is as opposed to things which are named. But then he says, let's call them ultimate. Which is kind of, he's just, maybe he's doing maybe he's saying, I'm middle way. Get it? I'm middle way. I don't believe this stuff. Okay. You call it ultimate. Okay. Yeah. Got it? Maybe he's poking fun at the mind only school. Okay. You call it ultimate. Because it doesn't depend on names, right? Got it?
Yes.
I think he's playing. How are we doing on time?
We have 7 minutes.
Great. Okay, go.
Jeda kun
Good.
tuna trang ki gone 7 number druk tu tundo do.
Yeah, good. So the root text says Tedakun. All of those seeds.
All of them.
All of those seeds can be classified as 6. And then our author wants to say, if you were to group them, Duna, if you were to group them, then Changigone, if you're talking by how many are there, if you were to group them and if you were to ask me to give them a number, I would say 6.
Yeah, right, great.
Okay, 6, okay. By the way, there's another division into 4, so, there's 6 and 4, it's famous, okay? All right. Then why did I make this note to myself?
Because we just started talking about the 3 qualities of mind only school.
Why did I say according to J. Rinpoche?
Someone else has a different list?
So those are in a particular order.
No, I told you there's 2 spellings to Kuntat.
I thought that might be,
Yeah, and it's a big difference. When you say BRT,
Yeah.
it means imaginary. When you say BTAG,
Applied.
it means named. Okay? Mdok, past tense and Mdok. Mingdok. Mingdok means nickname in the monastery, right? An applied name. Gucci is a Mingdok. Okay? So Tsongkhapa wants to take it as the past tense of Ndok. Okay? Then you got to go to Sanskrit. If you have a good Sanskrit entry center who's helping you and backing you up, then you go check the Sanskrit. And I have to say, the Sanskrit shades a little bit more towards the Burtak. Okay.
Is there a soft suffix letter in Burtak?
Let's go look it up. Here's a chance
Yes, there is.
where we can show off our. Okay.
We have for Katakshi.
Oh, he's been through this problem
Yeah,
because he spent a long time on it.
we did.
Okay, here's Kuntak with a BRT. Parikalpata. Kalpa means to imagine. Okay, kalpa. Okay. Here's Kuntat. Parikalpa, same.
Yeah.
Same Sanskrit for both spellings.
No wonder there's an issue.
Yeah,
Do
no
we
worry.
have Sanskrit for what I really meant, sutra, or?
We do.
Sandinemo China?
Do we?
Yeah, we have.
Sandinirmochana? We have?
But Vasubandhu the 3.
We don't have this, all the, right? We don't have all the chapters. No, it's the Chinese is missing. Okay. Anyway, I'll tell you some bad news.
Yay.
Both Tibetan spellings are Parikalpa. So really, it's up to the author. It's up to the, they're not distinguishing between them. But I studied this for a long, long time once, and I think there is a difference. Because Britox is the past tense of ndog. Britox is the past tense of Britok. Okay, they're different words.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which would the mind only emphasize in terms of...
Now that's the question.
Right.
So
Tsongkhapa thinks,
is ndog.
yeah, by the way, I'll show you something that you almost never will use. Okay, you ready?
Yes,
I know you're going to get thrilled.
I'm already thrilled.
The way I designed SICK for searching was really smart. And it's only to this audience that I can brag. I kept it split up by letters. I didn't mix it all together. I kept it A, B, C, D, okay? Why?
So you can look at
Because there's a section at the end of the dictionary where they
right.
treat verb forms.
There is.
They have a chart of verb forms, which is very unusual. Okay, so I say find, right? Now I'm going to next file. A, B, C, D, E. When I get to Z, I'm going to slow down. Okay, there's B, C, D, G, H, J, K, L, M. Okay, I'll say next file, hit next file. I'm teaching you how to use this cool feature. By the way, there's two tables at the end. One is a history table, extremely valuable. What happened in 1205? What happened in 1206? Okay, we're getting, here's T's, TS, TZ. There's the verb tables.
we're at 1 minute.
Okay, there's the verb tables. Bret Toxpa is a tense form of retokpa, to imagine.
Cool.
Okay,
Right, Tokpa.
okay, it's the past tense. Okay, there's the, by the way, if you want to know the order,
Yes, please.
present tense, past tense, future tense, imperative. Does this verb have separate forms? Tade. We had it in his text for like 3 months. Okay? Does it have separate forms, or is it all the same form for future, past, and present,
What does
and
it mean by
imperative?
that? Oh,
Why they put it here is kind of silly because
you can just look at the words.
you can look at it and say, okay.
Does it change or not?
It just means for past and future, I guess, because even where it says Tamide,
Yeah, you know what? I'm not sure what they mean by tade, but in this
I'm
case.
trying to figure this out.
Okay, so Britox, according to the Great Dictionary, is a form of the verb to imagine. So imaginary, if you choose to spell it B-R-T-A-G. Okay, now let's look at Bitox. That's a different one. That's Takpa that came from her text.
Taya,
Tapani.
Ta. 2 kinds of tying up.
Come on.
Weaving.
2 kinds of weaving. Forget this one. We can cancel that one.
Yes.
We're not interested. This means weaving.
Forget about it.
Here's the one we want.
Ndog.
So if you spell it the way Tsongkhapa spelled it, it means to name and not to consider. Okay, so it's a big difference. They're both Vikalpita. They're both the same Sanskrit. Okay, but one means to name and one means to imagine. Tsongkhapa wants to call Kuntak named. Other people use Kun Batox. And they're both in the Sanskrit.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Very
I think it's important.
We only have a fragment of this on the Nimacharya in our.
Sanskrit. Yeah.
That was exciting, Gashua.
I think it was exciting.
Yeah, it's
How
fun
my
stuff.
text talks about the mind only,
I would put a note.
Ricochet would be like using the correct word.
Yeah,
In terms of what the mind's doing when it encounters objects.
It'd be nice to know what Lord Buddha calls
See,
it.
Sure.
there's a footnote. Okay.
What Buddha called it Parikalpa, it can be either.
Unless he doesn't call it that.
Right.
Oh yeah. Well, to be determined. Are we out of time?
We're out of time.
Quite.
Okay, stopped here. What's the date today?
27th May.
All right. By the way, I'm excited about the next one because
You're not
You
teaching.
can relax for a few.
Because we're talking about
But you say it's the funnest thing you ever did.
It's the Ngunja Bhaktan.
the deep seeds.
Oh.
Yeah, we're going to talk about the deep seeds of expression. Using the word I, me, mine for a billion years until your eyes get screwed up. Not just your eyes.
That was good, Gesho. Sashi.
Yoshin Etotam Rira Minshin Inde Gempani Sangye Shingu Mingte Uargi Joku Nanda Shima Chuparsho Idam Guru Rana Mandala Kamniyatayami
Gewa.
Di Kewo Kun Sanam Yeshe Tsotsok Sanam Yeshe Lechungwe Namba Kunyi Tobarsho
Shmogity dogity. Chinzong, can you do me a favor? Make sure Michael and Melissa come to my downstairs class today.
Secret
I think they're in the cafe or
friend of mine.
yeah, because
Pilot active.
they might be at their apartment or at their hotel room. I don't know.
Whatever you guys do, don't jump.
What time does my class start?
Or is your class downstairs?
Yeah, 10.
10.
Yeah, 10 to 11.